Stillness, abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness, abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I want to send that out to everybody who come across this message, first off and foremost, because I'm going to say things that bother some people, and I'm going to say things that don't bother some people, depending on where you may be in your journey with oneself. Some people going to feel exposed, and that's why it will bother them. And some people will find closure, and that's why I won't. But I say that because my expression and however I express myself, whether verbally or through other forms, we all have ways that we express ourselves, and we all express ourselves for different ways according to what we have tapped into within ourselves. And I say that because I didn't write my own DNA code. Did you? And if I did, I haven't accessed that part of my Akashic records as of yet. So until then, this is what we get, what I present. So if it's too much for you, you already know what to do. I don't think I have to tell you. And we have lost some. Otherwise, I remain authentically me. I'm known as Sawu, and it's an honor to be here. I'm glad, and I salute you who have found yourself able to tolerate whatever comes forth. I don't see myself no different than anybody who may be on the other side of this message. But it's up for you how you see yourself. I am made in God's image, but I came through human parents. With that being said, I'm a watcher. I'm a gatherer of information. And in that, I am God's eye. And adversity, when it comes to adversity, when it comes to the adversary, whoever the adversary may be in our lives, whether it's friends, family, co-workers, the neighbor, people you don't know, what have you, because adversity comes to us in all different ways, shapes, and forms. But it only made me stronger, it only made me resilient, and it gave me more to offer those outside of myself and those that I see as oneself. But the adversity was always close to me. It always came through the very people that I was put in the midst of. Or another way to say it, it always came through those that I was sent to assist. And with that, I have a question. How many of y'all noticed the people that you had around you wanted to be looked at how others see you? Because that was an adversary in your life. But don't possess what you equip with, because Source gave it to you. And sometimes those that you attempt to assist, to help, the most will do the most to hurt you. Why do I say that? You may say, because people don't even know, people don't even be knowing what's in front of them when it's in front of them. that happen with every messenger that I have ever read about from any spiritual book, whether they was a fictional character or they was an actual living being. But that had happened to every messenger that I have ever read about that appeared to humanity to help and assist humanity. It's wild and it's weird in a sense how the people who know how we operate because they've been around long enough to know be the ones that have us fucked up the most, because they get comfortable with us to the point that they try to compete, try to compare, or try to be you in some cases. Not around you, but when they're around people who may not give a fuck about them in the first place, outside what they can get out of them or what they're doing for them. How many of y'all know people like that? But when you solid, when you a blueprint, when you original, when you authentic, when you yourself, what you need to know and what's necessary for you to know, some way, somehow, some shape, some form, through some vessel, will always find itself coming to you so you know what you need to know, according to who you need to know about. And that's why it's Judgment Day. And just like I gotta get what I got coming, good, bad, or indifferent, everybody gotta get what they got coming, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's indifferent. I say that to say this: wish me well, because I don't wish nobody else nothing else but well. Stillness, abundance, love, light, health, and wholeness. So, in the witness, within the witness that I am, because I bear witness of myself, I self, Lord, and Master. Everybody gets to be a witness. Everybody has an opportunity to be self, Lord, and Master. But in most cases, we have gave our free will, our common sense, and sense ain't common because everybody don't use it, to, in most cases, some systematic structure or organized religion that strips us of that capability to be original, to be authentic, to be yourself. And that's why I don't embrace religion, or that's why I embrace spirituality over religion, which takes me back to a time in 1985 when I first, came in the house and I told my mother I was God. Yeah, 1985. And she said, you gotta get out of here. And I did. And that was the best thing that happened for me. Peace to the nation of gods and earth. And the reason that I shared that was because with those teachings at that time, they impacted my life in a very powerful way. It has a lot to do with what made me an independent thinker to the extent that I am today. So I appreciate all the places. I appreciate all the people. I appreciate all the teachings. I appreciate all the messengers. I appreciate all the scripts from various sources that allowed me to be who y'all see if you come across this video sitting in front of you. It all had its purpose. Now, everything ain't for everybody, but whatever we have had to endure, whatever we have had to go through, and whatever we find ourselves embracing, it's playing its purpose in your life. I stress that because, as I said before, everybody don't exercise free will. Most people are programs. Most people, I won't even say it like that. Religion has a way of making people become programs. Religion has a way of making people become artificial intelligence, because if you're not using your intelligence, whose intelligence are you using? And knowledge of self means just that, knowledge of self, not knowledge of somebody else. See? Jesus might can do it for some people. Buddha might can do it for some people. Muhammad might can do it for some people. According to what type of soul, what type of vibration, what type of frequency you came here to be. But I ain't come here to be like that. I came here to be free. And being free means just that, being free. And it's a fine line. Any of y'all familiar with Dred Scott? Dred Scott was a prisoner who went against the court system but didn't know the law. He went against the court system, fighting the court system to be a civilian when he was already a free man. But just through the application of using certain words, his petition was denied according to the letter of the law. If a free man is free, why would you try to be a civilian? Because civilians are slaves. And if you're a slave, then how can you be free? And just to sum it up, that was pretty much the gist of why he lost his case. So, am I exercising my freedom, my sovereignty, my free will? I don't seek knowledge in nobody else but myself. So in a lot of things that I present, in the way that I present them, I present it to us to bring us back to ourselves. I present it to us for us to look at ourselves, no matter where I may be sharing the information from. And that's the witness. That is the witness. And I forgot the book. Y'all give me a minute. I said all that because that's what I want to read today. Witness from the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. We all witnesses. Witnesses, 2 of Revelation 11:3, and the 2 anointed ones of Zechariah. The metaphysical meaning of witness is as reads: while we believe that there is an outer interpretation to all prophecy, we know that there is also an inner interpretation. And since this is the more necessary in overcoming, we always seek to give the scriptures an individual meaning or explanation. According to the first chapter of Revelation, the whole book is the picture of a redeemed man. Therefore, there is no doubt that the 11th chapter is representative of an inner work, something that will take place in each one as he or she is being transformed into the perfect image and likeness of God. Revelation 21:15 reads, "And he that spoke with me had for a measure a golden reed to measure the city." The 17th verse, giving the measurement, states that they were according to the measure of a man, that is, of an angel. In the 11th chapter we read, "And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and one said, Rise and measure the temple of God, and the altar, and them that worship therein." Rise and measure yourself. Rise and examine yourself. And the altar, an altar and them therein. Things are sometimes measured to find out not their size, but their true value. To test the fire. The temple was in Jerusalem and represents the place of worship in the heart center. This is Jerusalem, symbolically. The altar would be the consciousness of full consecration that takes place first in the temple of worship. Present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service. Them that worship therein are the true spiritual thoughts in man that love and worship God. Those who are in the process of overcoming realize that within them, within you, within me, are the carnal mind, or the outer or the personal self, and the inner Christ consciousness of truth. The putting off of the personal is a gradual work, which begins after a full consecration to God on the part of the individual, and until it is entirely overcome, there is often war in heaven within us. So the court which is without the temple, that hath been given unto the nations and was not to be measured, represents the carnal thoughts or states of consciousness, conscious and subconscious, that have not yet been redeemed. Until they are lifted up and redeemed, they to a certain level or to a certain extent tread underfoot or keep from perfect expression and demonstration the spirituality or God consciousness within man. My expression is my art. My expression is my Godhood. The two witnesses in Revelation 11:3, or two olive trees, read carefully the 4th chapter of Zechariah, seem to be avenues by which the oil of life of the Spirit is brought into the body consciousness. In Zechariah 4:14, we are told of the two anointed ones, sons of oil, that stand by the Lord of the whole earth. Lord, ourself, Lord and Master. In Zechariah 4:4, the question is asked, what are these, my Lord? The 6th verse gives the answer. This is the word of Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever you know it as, unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, says Yahweh of hosts. Zerubbabel is one who restores the worship of God. So these two witnesses, or anointed ones, keep declaring the word of God in faith and power from the heart center, Jerusalem, into the whole earth, the uttermost parts of our body. Just below the heart is the seat of judgment, also known as the solar plexus, or third chakra, which represents the zodiac sign Leo. So these witnesses have power to discern and judge the thoughts and intents of the heart, and to cause a drought to come into the earth or carnal consciousness, and plagues of different kinds, as well as fire, to purify and put away error thoughts that oppose the truth. You ever felt a fire burning? You ever felt that heat when it's being activated? The beast that cometh up out of the abyss in Revelation 11:7 must be some race error thought that has gained great ascendancy through the power of people's belief in it. This thought for a time keeps the witnesses from continuing their work, and they remain seemingly inactive. They that dwell on the earth, the carnal mind, rejoice, for they think that they are free to go on their old ways, sense ways, and not be brought into judgment for them. But in a very short time, the word comes into greater activity than ever with renewed power. The remainder of this chapter, together with the 12th chapter, shows the great final struggle that occurs when error, or the adversary, is cast out of heaven. Cast out your heaven into the earth. The succeeding chapters tell of the overcoming in the earth, or outer man, until in the 21st and 22nd chapters, which show forth complete redemption. The holy city, the ascended man, or the redeemed man, comes down from God out of heaven to dwell in the earth, your earth. There shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things will have passed away. Out with the old and with the new. All things will have been made new. We grow through all these experiences to the very highest and best, even the perfect renewal of the whole man, spirit, soul, and body. It all takes place right here on earth. Then that which takes place in us as individuals will be fulfilled in the earth also, and it will be redeemed. So what takes place within, like I said, you will find being manifested without you. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. We woke, ain't we? And not only so, but ourselves also, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, even when we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for our adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Those who have ears to hear, may you hear. Those who have eyes to see, may you see. Not in me, but in yourself. With that, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your energy. And thank you for your continued effort. I keep coming back, by continuing to do the work, by continuing to mature, by continuing to grow, by continuing to correct errors as you see fit. And may your journey keep you safe and sound in mind and body and spirit and in soul. And don't forget, rest and rejuvenate. Today's emoji will be a plug. Put the little plug, the plug. So I will spiritual plug. So put a plug in the comment section. Those of you who are new, I do a raffle at the end of the month. You must be subscribed, watch the video, place the emoji, which will be a plug at the end of this one. And it's simple as that. I want to remind us to feel good for no reason at all, because feeling good is feeling God. It's an honor to be here. My name is Sawu, and this was a cosmic consciousness moment. Salute to the tribe and the family. Y'all know who y'all are. You hear me? Be well, as I said before, and be safe. I love y'all, family. One.